Hello and welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft. This is episode 29 now, and so the big question at the end of episode 28 was how to get the blast furnace to start working, and I finally figured it out. Well, with the help of the wiki, of course. So turns out the mistake I was making was that I also needed flux to go with the iron. So also it took a little while to get to get the pig iron going, melting I should say, specifically. So we got a little bit ready to go. This is what pig iron looks like when put on the floor. So yeah, the one thing that we're gonna need to work on is start making the next anvil, particularly a steel one. We still have a wrought iron one. A little hard to tell them apart actually, just because of the color. So look on the anvil. Steel one's a little darker. Okay. Yeah, can't really tell too much by the color of the ingots, but yeah. So anyways, I guess I'll show how that goes. I guess we'll toss in 4 of these, and the rest of this poor magnetite. Also, right. So we need to get 6 of these. Always need an equal amount of flux to go with the iron, and always need an equal amount or a greater amount of charcoal to go with it. This batch of charcoal just finished up. So yeah, I'm gonna consider making a bigger pit for charcoal, because this might not be enough, to be quite honest. So we'll go up here. See, I made this little ladder. Kind of modified it. Wasn't happy with how it was looking on the outside, and figured this would do the trick. I had sort of like this little border. As you can see, the lumber is kind of too out now, so I can't fall off by accident. So I did the same with the ladder that goes down to the berry bush garden. So anyways, so we'll toss that in there, then the magnetite, and then the flux. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do, but okay, there we go. So yeah, this needs to heat up. We're gonna need to make another 2 years soon. So off camera, besides being able to work out how this goes, also needed to add another layer on the top of this. We just didn't have enough. I think you need a minimum of 3 layers on the chimney. So that's that. Off camera, some of the berry bushes grew again, particularly the blackberries. The gooseberries grew again. And seemingly out of the blue, the cherry trees also sprouted some cherry fruit. Even though they're not quite fully grown yet. So anyways, this series probably won't be going on for too much longer actually. Reason being is sort of a mix of, for one, things to do. Alright, nice, strawberries have grown. Things to do, which we're pretty much nearing the completion of. I want to get to blue steel, and that's pretty much my goal for this series. And then what else? Oh yeah, the other factor that plays into my reason to want to end this series, or at least this season of TerraFirmaCraft. I mean, we're already almost 30 episodes into it. And also the next semester of courses is coming up for me. So I have to refocus on that again. Oh, wow, more cherries again. Okay. So yeah, a couple of things will factor into that. Also, I just want to move on to different series too. I want to do things that I usually like to do. Custom maps. And what I mean by that is LPs of them, not necessarily making them. Okay. So yeah, this has to get really hot for this to start processing. Fortunately though, it's not like getting the limonite to be cooked. I still haven't gotten a response yet from the mod maker about that, which is unfortunate, considering nickel might be tricky for us to find. Might be tricky for us to get plenty of in order to make. What are we gonna need it for? Oh, we're gonna need it to make, I think, weak steel, and then with that, we need to make black steel, or we can make black steel, I should say. So here's the drying mats at work here. So depending on how much you're drying at a time, it'll dry it at a certain speed. And oh, all right, nice. I got a little bit of it. Okay, wow, that's actually it for the ore. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, it takes a little while with making the pig iron. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Got some already here. And then in a second, I will show how the actual process of smelting them, making them into steel. Okay, so I think I'm probably going to need a bit more charcoal here. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to toss the remainder of what I needed in there. Okay. Alright, so let's collect all of this. And we'll get to work on this. Okay, so I'll just start with 4 at a time. So this takes, pig iron specifically, takes just about as much time to get to the needed temperature as wrought iron. So I think that it's pretty much the same case with all the rest of the higher tier metals. Quick time check. Okay. Okay. So with pig iron, we have to work them into high carbon steel ingots, and then work those into steel ingots. So I guess we'll do that now. So yeah, ingot. And there we go. Okay. So yeah, not quite there yet. Almost. There we go. Okay, we'll just toss that back in there. So we just need 4 of these, and we pretty much have what we need now in order to make that steel anvil. So, which is progress for sure, because that means we once again move up to another tier. And next thing we need to do, I really hope that I end up figuring out how we could figure out how to extract nickel from limonite. That will go back all the way out where we found nickel before, and see if we could try to look at that. I don't like resting it on a hopefully, but fortunately though, we are close to the kind of rock that nickel will generate in, which is gabbro, I think, from what I remember from being over there. So I guess in retrospect about this mod, since this is probably going to be the last episodes, I'm guessing we'll probably get to an episode 35 before ending it, because still need more time to work on getting those materials that we need. Because if we take a look at this while this is going, so black steel, which is the next tier metal after steel. So yeah, see, there's another another whole thing where it has to be transferred or made into high carbon. So we a weak steel ingot and pig iron ingot. And it's a weak steel, which is what nickel calls for, or what calls for nickel, I should say. It calls for that, black bronze, which we've never made before, and steel. So unfortunately, we don't need too much, but I definitely want to get as much as we can, if possible. So yeah, with this is mostly copper, and then partially silver and gold, which we have. Maybe we could start making that this episode, actually, since we never have. Right. So there's our gold. Where's our silver? There's our silver. Yeah, here's our malachite. What I've been trying to get to work is... what was it? Oh, the alloy calculator, yeah. For whatever reason, there's a weird little thing where, like, just looking at not enough items, it'll say that it needs chipped agate. Or is it chipped or flawed? I think it's flawed, actually. Or at least one kind of chipped gem, but the item number doesn't exactly match, which is weird. So what I might do is just give myself one. As much as that's not what I'd prefer to do, but it would be helpful. I might as well just have it as something there as by default, not have to craft it. Yeah, so I'll show that now. Okay, so yeah, alloy calculator. Yeah, so it's pretty much any kind of lumber, supposedly, and then chipped agate. And so what this is that 1:1. That's for so many of them. So I guess agate will pop up eventually. Yeah, so they're all and they'll take any kind of lumber. But yeah, anyways, let me bring that up here. Okay, yeah, as you can see, that it definitely doesn't match the item number, and that's just frustrating. So, because we have it, so what I think I'll do just to make up for it, so I'm just gonna bring it in via commands. Yeah, so I don't like doing this, but so what we're gonna do here is give chronicler. I guess what's the okay, 542. What? Okay, that is not what I wanted. What did it? Oh, that I did 452 instead. There we go. Okay. Okay, that's weird. What is that? Oh, it doesn't do anything. Actually, no, it does. Oh. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Wow, that's funny. Okay, now it becomes an actual willow door. Okay. So, go to the game mode 0 here. Or game mode 1. I'll get rid of that. We'll also get rid of this. And I guess we'll take half of that and get rid of that just to pay for it. So, there we go. Alright, just to make it slightly legit. Okay. So, I guess we'll put this right over here. And so, yeah, this uses a pretty simple interface. Okay, yeah, we'll just work on this first, since this is priority 1 right now. We're super close now here, too. Okay, so we'll let that work. And then we will bring these out. I guess we'll bring out, yeah, native gold and... yeah, we've got 3 different kinds of gold on us. Alright, so yeah, malachite 2. Okay, so yeah, right off the bat we can see, shows us how many units of copper we would get if we were to just smelt, that in a ceramic vessel. So we'll put the regular copper in here, and the regular gold. No, that wouldn't quite do it. That would. Okay, yeah, because this is native silver. Okay, close. Not quite what I want, though. Okay, yeah, so that would end up being too much gold. Maybe work it out with this. Yes, we... Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay. So we'll... Yeah, I think we're going to use the... the crucible to work this out. Okay, so... As you can see, this cool little thing... Oh, Nikes. Dope. Okay, so we'll put that in there. What do we have again? What's that? Yeah, there's the crucible. We'll get these out so we can finish smelting that. Alright, nice. Okay. So let's start smelting this. Alright, so put that back down. Okay, so one thing I'm really happy about is that we can finally get a play amount of fruit now. And that we don't have to worry too much about dairy at all. So... Okay. So I guess checking back over here. Wow, this did not melt. Yikes. And there's not enough charcoal in here to make it work. Dang flabbit. Okay. Yeah, so making the pig iron requires some attention. Just getting into the crucible. Okay, there we go. Now it finally melted. Now there's some more getting into there. So I might as well just toss a couple of more. I haven't been able to find the perfect amount of iron to put in there to get a perfect amount. Or just an equal amount of... equal amount in there to not have any left over. There we go. That's perfect. Alright, so we can use as many of those as we can get. Okay, I just need to make sure this forge is still fueled. Okay, so yeah. Alright. All the copper's done. Okay, so yeah, one of the things I guess we could do next episode is we'll go over down that way, back over to where we found the nickel before, and hopefully try to get some there so we could start working on weak steel as soon as possible. Okay, so I'm going to work on the rest of this black bronze off camera, and I shall see you next time in episode 30 of TerraFirmaCraft. See you next time.